Hello everybody and welcome to Yahya Sulaiman YouTube English channel. Today we will talk about the parts of speech fourth lesson, the verbs. We'll talk about main verbs and helping verbs, action and linking verbs, transitive and intransitive verbs. The verb. A verb expresses an action or a state of being. The verb is classified as main verbs and helping verbs. A main verb and one or more helping verbs, also called auxiliary verbs, make up a verb phrase. The main verb expresses the main meaning of the sentence. The helping verb completes the form of the main verb and the verb phrase. For example, Jack has drawn a picture. Here has is a helping verb, drawn is the main verb. Celine will be going. Will be is a helping verb or helping verbs, and going here is the main verb. Helping verbs. Here is a list of the common helping verbs. The first one is the family of verb to be. Am, is, are, was, were, be, been, being. The family of verb to have, has, had. The family of verb to do, does, did. And we have some other helping verbs. We call them the modal verbs. Can, could, shall, should, must, would, may, might. A modal or an auxiliary is a helping verb that's joined with a main verb to express an attitude such as necessity or possibility. For example, we must win this game to reach the finals. We may get to perform it again. A helping verb may be separated from the main verb. You should not miss it. Do you need any help? Action verbs. An action verb expresses either physical or mental activity. Physical like speak, sleep, carry, throw. Mental like think, imagine, dream, know. For example, the horse galloped across the fields. The river Nile runs through Africa. Do you ever wonder what dogs dream? The linking verb. A linking verb connects the subject to a word or a word group that identifies or describes the subject. Such a word or word group is called a subject complement. For example, Mike looks serious. Here, serious completes or describes Mike. Computers were once so large. Large here describes computers. If the verb can be replaced with verb to be and the meaning remains the same, it's a linking verb. The common linking verbs. Number one is the family of verb to be with all forms and all tenses. Some of the verbs can be used as either linking verbs or action verbs depending on the context of the sentences. For example, appear, grow, seem, stay, sound, remain, feel, become. For example, I felt the silky blanket. This is an action verb. I felt happy. This is a linking verb. So here I can say, I was happy. Here verb to be substituted the verb felt. Note that the forms of verb to be are not always used as linking verbs. This is a very important note. They are sometimes used as a state of being verbs, not linking verbs. Words that tell where or when are generally used in this case. For example, you should have been here yesterday. Here we have here and yesterday. Transitive and intransitive verbs. This is another category of the verbs. A transitive verb has an object, a word or a word group that tells who or what receives the action of the verb. For example, we closed and bolted the front doors. I finished the homework on time. An intransitive verb does not have an object. The rain fell. My cousin arrived yesterday. Here, yesterday is not an object, it's an adverb. He smiled to her. To her here is a prepositional phrase. It's not an object. Transitive and intransitive verbs In many English verbs that can be transitive and intransitive, they depend on how they are used. Transitive, for example, here the chorus sang patriotic song. Here the object songs received the actions of the verb sang. So sang here is a transitive verb. Intransitive, the chorus sang beautifully. Here no object. That's why the verb sang is intransitive. Like a one-word verb, a verb phrase may be classified as action or linking and as transitive or intransitive. For example, the kids are watching the movie. Here, are watching is an action transitive verb. The manager is meeting with his team. Here is meeting is an action and intransitive verb. While action verbs may be transitive or intransitive, as we said before, linking verbs and state of being verbs are always intransitive. Now we stop for a while to check understanding. Here are the answers. Thank you everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to Yahya Sulaiman YouTube English channel. Share the video with all your colleagues. Visit yahyasulaiman.com for more practice and exercises.